What's going on, everyone? Hope you all having a great day today. And in this video, we are actually finally doing something to the WRX here. As you can see, it's right behind me there. And we are actually going to be bringing you guys some content with the WRX. I haven't particularly done anything with it in a very long time. It's been, I haven't really done anything since the beginning of the year. So now that summer is almost over, I thought it would be a great idea to jump right back into the WRX here. And we are going to start out with a little box from Perrin. And Perrin is a local company to us, so it's really nice to be able to kind of reach out and support them. They were recently at Big Northwest, and that is where I got the coupon code to pick this guy up. I don't know if I can share it with you guys or anything like that. Might have just been a Big Northwest dealio, but we got some goodies here, and I'm going to kind of open it up on the side here just to kind of show you guys what we got going on. I'm pretty excited about this. You know, we got some Perrin newspaper. You know, this stuff is great. I can't wait to install this. No, I'm just kidding. So, what's in the box? I got something pretty cool that I have never done on a car before, and I'm really excited to. I've always kind of wanted to do this. So this is the charge pipe from Perrin that replaces your stock unit, which is just a plastic little doohickey there. So this is going to allow for a lot more airflow. This is just aluminum, and it's obviously powder-coated highlighter. Pretty awesome stuff. You got all of the couplers and everything in there. And of course, all your hardware and a sweet little license plate frame there for you as well. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be installing. Super awesome. Love the guys over at Perrin. Really nice family over there. So, yeah, I guess that's enough talking for right now. We're going to start taking a look-see at the stock part in there, and then we're going to show you around, dig into it, and we'll start installing this guy. All right, so this is the piece that we're going to be replacing. I wanted to say this. Mainly the reason why we got such a crazy color instead of black is because I want to be able to pop my hood and it not to look stock. I mean, we have this Grimspeed intake here. You're going to see that plaque and be like, oh, okay, you know, there's something going on there. That's cool. But you know, having a splash of color just right in the engine bay is gonna look nice, because the whole reason why I want color in the engine bay is because I entered the WRX into a local car show, and I want something to pop my hood to. You know, we got lips, we got wheels, side skirts, we got a lot of outside stuff going on. But I wanted to add something else so I would be able to pop my engine bay and it won't look completely bone stock in here. So that's going to be the main reason why we're doing this, aside from the major performance upgrade. But yeah, this charge pipe, eventually down the line, we'll do something with that as well. But this charge pipe is just plastic. It's kind of restrictive, especially once you get way down there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it goes way down in there, and that opens this up, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So basically, the order of operations, to what I understand, is that hose clamp comes off, that comes off. I'm gonna have to take this shield off. Luckily, it's only 2 clips there, and that comes off. And then Should be another clamp down there somewhere. So that's the turbo down there. It's gonna clamp in right about there. So hopefully we'll kind of go as planned. We're gonna start off by taking this off, taking that off, and kind of go from there. I'm gonna briefly look at the instructions because the company actually provided instructions, which is nice. So that's kind of how we're gonna do things. And then after we wrap this thing up, I'm gonna wipe down the engine bay. It's clearly have been needing that, just to spiffy it up in there. And that's how it's gonna go. All right, everyone. So I got a little carried away. As you can see, there's no more charge pipe in here at all. Got removed from the intercooler and from the turbo. Now down here, it's a little bit easier to see kind of what's going on here. So right where it says Pern, that's the flange that they give you, and you're gonna wanna reuse the O-ring. If you get with this product, it's pretty self-explanatory, but the O-ring goes onto that Pern thing on behind it, or inside of it, rather. But then you secure it with the supplied bolts, and then you take the smallest hose clamp in there. You can kind of see it, but that's where the bypass valve sat. Now, if you're like me and you're kind of lazy, you don't want to lift the car up, this is how I got it out fairly easy. Basically what I did was, this is the stock unit, as you can see. I took this hose clamp off and unbolted it, everything, right? And that allowed me to get this whole mess out of the way to get to the bypass valve, this guy, this top piece here. And there is a really annoying pinch clamp at the bottom there. And with this in the way, it's almost impossible to take the pinch clamp to lower it off to get this guy out. So if you remove that first, remove this whole charge pipe first, that gives you access to push the pinch clamp down, and then the bypass valve slides off. Now I am just kind of reading through the instructions here, just kind of looking over everything. So this is what, according to the picture, this is what the bypass valve should look like. This is what we kind of got going on here. And with all the couplers and everything, so I'm assuming when it's in the car, it's gonna sit like that in the car, because that's your vacuum hose right there. So that's how that's kind of playing. And then I would assume it's gonna just sit like that in the car, and that is the top part there for the intercooler hose. So that's kind of what we got going on. Still kind of reading the instructions, so hopefully everything should go in like that. Alrighty, so it's been a while since I picked up the camera, so I apologize for that first. But this is kind of what I have kind of going on here. So we got the bypass valve and the junction all connected to the turbo there. That took a long time. If you're doing this, I will guarantee you're most likely going to struggle with that part. It took a couple hours to get that orientated how we wanted it to. A lot of people say it's easier to take all this plastic off and whatnot. We managed to get it without taking all that plastic off, but to each their own, however you want to do it. Started to add the coupler to the intercooler right there, so 2 hose clamps to hold that on, and the last remaining one for the bottom right there. So essentially the charge pipe, we're going to take it, and it should sit kind of like that. And that's a very rough mock-up of it, but this is kind of how it's gonna go. Of course, it's good to like touch everything right now because it's not in all the way. But basically, what I'm gonna do is I still need to get the vacuum hose on down there, and then after we get the vacuum hose on there, then we can actually start putting that on. Yada yada yada. So let's get to that part. Alrighty, y'all. So it is the next morning after we finished the install of the charge pipe there. Quick little thing before I show you guys. First of all, I want to say that I'm sorry that I didn't film as detailed as a lot of you would have liked. There was the bypass valve pairing it up to the supplied couplers was and they having it all go in to their homes at the same time. That was a pain in the butt. So I didn't really film that part, just because I had to get help. I was like, the instructions made it look so clear and precise of what you will need to do, but it's really not. It was kind of a hard time getting everything clocked there perfectly. I mean, everyone online was saying that you had to take all the under tray plastic off and jack the car up and all that. I didn't have to do that. But, and we still managed to get everything exactly how it needs to go. And it looks awesome in there. We have everything positioned right. The fan clearance is perfect. You're not going to see a whole lot. You're just going to see the main portion of it, just because I have the airbox scoop going that goes directly across it. So, all right, there she is, the Perrin charge pipe. It looks really cool in there. I think it looks pretty neat with the blue there. That's kind of like a full look of like just everything in there. I think it looks pretty cool. And of course a new intercooler there would kind of spruce things up even more. But as it sits right now, everything looks pretty good. We got everything all coupled and together there. Everything's all nice and neat. I like that you can see Perrin there and Perrin there. Looks pretty cool with the Grim Speed logo right there for the airbox and everything. I think a mix and match of parts, not just relying on one company, is kind of cool. You're kind of showing two things at once there. So I still need to kind of wipe down all the plastic and everything, make sure that's all clean. I already wiped down the charge pipe there, but you know, when you pop the hood on this thing now, because this is how it's going to sit at the car show pretty much, you're going to see this big neon pipe in there. That'll draw some attention. That would look pretty cool. And then you have a K&N filter there. I know it's not a Wix, but this is the only thing that they had in stock at the O'Reilly's there. But hey, I mean, it looks pretty cool in here, and I kind of like it. The only next big thing that would be a cool upgrade is a different intake manifold. I can't think of the word there for a minute, but to get a metal intake manifold, that would kind of spruce everything up once again and pair it with a intercooler. That'll just kind of get rid of most of the plastic in here. But as far as everything goes, everything's looking pretty sweet. Man, I just really like the way that this car kind of looks. just with everything. You know, you have a cool little neon thing going on in there. Just ties everything together. Next thing is probably switch out to some STI brakes, but I don't feel like dropping, you know, $2,000 for the front and probably another 15 for the rear. Not really ready to drop that much doll hairs yet. The only thing that I want to really change up in the near future is get different headlight bulbs. I don't mind the headlights because they match the wheels. I don't like an intake manifold to match the wheels. And the intercooler to match the wheels. Let's see. I need some more white things going on here. I'm not considering getting this in white, but I want to get a different side skirt going on here. This one looks cool, but it just collects way too much water spots. Just because it's a flat sheet of aluminum. I need to mix that up there. But and get different tires. I'm tired of the stretched look. I want more of a track car look. It's not low enough to have stretched tires. So this is kind of what is going on here. It's kind of what the fate of the Subaru here is. It's just going to be a reliable daily driver that has some flair. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. The last thing I want to do is basically wash the car and just get it ready for Sunday to Thursday. This is my only time I have to properly wash it. And that's kind of the big update for the WRX. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll try to bring back more WRX content for you guys. I know the spotlight has been on the Miata, but yeah, I really want to start kind of digging back into the WRX. I like putting on more modifications to this thing. Nothing too crazy, of course, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Because we'll stick around for the next one. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a nice thumbs up down there. And of course, might as well hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out a bunch. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Later.